Evening adventurers. Troy, I've got some exciting news. I talked to you a little while back about the work I've been doing on the proofreading, and I had shown you the rules that I'd completed those and was making my way through the actual adventure booklet, of which, by the way, as of tonight, I'm 75% through the booklet, and the other gentlemen that are collaborating on that, the actual translators of the project themselves, are also commenting regularly. So the work is continuing as current as tonight, which is the 24th of October. Now let me show you what I really want to show you. As per my last email, I did say there was going to be some exciting news that was posted up on the website. It's not on the Game Zone Miniatures website, but if you go into the Tseuquest.com website, now on the English one, you'll see it's got the normal sort of things that are up there, if you click on the news, we just get the last news, which was that the game is coming to a conclusion, that the Spanish version is coming out. However, if you go, and I talked about this before, if you go to the Spanish language and then have your computer translate for you, there is a new post, and it's as of today. So even more shipments and something else, and you're going to be pretty excited about this, I'm pretty sure. So let's have a look. So basically it talks about the shipments that are going out. It does say that there is some delay in responding to emails, and a lot of that is because a lot of the stuff is actually people can access the information that's posted here in Tseuquest.com. So they also talk about the collaboration of sending the game out with some of the stores in Spain. Now this is about Spain. I don't want to confuse everyone. This is purely about the Spanish rollout at this point. But you can see that the game is going out, and that it's going out by provinces. So the provinces in Spain. And they are organising joint deliveries by province, with stores often acting as the delivery point, which is a pretty great way to do it. What happens is that they establish an agreement with the store, and the backers receive an email with instructions to respond to the delivery points. In other words, it tells you about where you're going to be able to pick up the game, and then after that you will receive another email that says sent, so that you can letting you know that yes, you can go and collect your game. So it just says here basically that the games are going out, and that there's a bit of information about how the deliveries work, that it is going via province. You can't just simply say please send it to my store. It will and that there is a second round. So if you happen to miss out, that there will be second rounds going out, and so that people will receive their game. All right, now that's not the most important bit. This is the bit: unexpected findings. So let's have a look. There's a bit of blah 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 there, and then we can see, as alluded to, that in German, Spanish, and in English, there's a PDF version of the rulebook. It's pretty exciting. So you can see that it includes the basic rulebook, and also includes the heroic rules. So that's pretty cool. I've obviously already gone through these, so I know what it looks like. And it talks a bit about the different things in the text there. So basically in the basic rules, you get an explanation of what the game is, what its components are, the first steps of how to begin in an adventure, And after this, the different types of actions such as movement, search, melee attack, range attack, magic, and special actions. And explains other things like line of sight and traps and all that sort of stuff. And also the rule of error. Now, in adventure to that, there are several additional rule variants which allow you to modify the sequence of turns and different ways of moving and attacking and casting spells or performing new actions such as carrying comrades and that sort of stuff. Also exhaustion, anxiety, substance abuse, and so on. So accumulated damage. There's a whole heap of things that go into this. So why, I guess, what's the purpose of the additional rules? It's really, it's for making the game a little bit more difficult and more interesting. So you can vary it how you want. You can certainly play the game in the basic form, or you can do it, use the slightly complicated rules, the heroic rules. So let's have a look here. Basically, it says that when Milton and Bradley launched the game HeroQuest in the late 1980s, it was essentially a game for children, but those children have grown up. So the focus of Tseuquest is on older children, in other words, people like myself who are, I'm in my 50s, and also the children of those people. So yeah, in other words, that's pretty cool. So if we go up here, we can download the rules. There we go. So you can download it, and there's all the rules in English. So I hope that's exciting for everyone. I found it pretty exciting myself. The other thing is there's a frequently asked questions that's worth having a look at. When you go in there, you can see that there's some bits and pieces here. There's some questions you might want to consider and have a look at. So, for instance, is it more complex than HeroQuest? To start with, Tseuquest makes a simple proposal comparable to HeroQuest. What happens is that rules offered progress in the game. So it's more of a progression of the adventures and the game. So where HeroQuest falls short, Tseuquest logically and naturally offers you a gradual increase in possible options to enjoy a more complete game experience. And obviously you could see that you could pick previously we had a look, you could pick basic or the heroic rules. So yeah, I think that's pretty cool. A little bit more about the adventurers, about the barbarian. Why can't the barbarian have armor? A bit more there about the dwarf and so on, about the team, and is there a limit of equipment characters can carry? So there's a lot in there about the actions of the game. There's heaps in there, use of spells. So that's definitely worth having a look at. And then additionally, this bit here, the Archivist, which I haven't seen this before, but there's the rules again in English, Spanish, and German. And then there's the symbols, which are pretty cool. So these are the various symbols that are used in the game, which you will find when you get the Book of Adventures. And you can download those. So you can download a printer-friendly version, for instance. The only thing is that when you do that, my computer's being a bit slow. There we go. You'll find that they're in Spanish. So not doing us much good, us English folks yet, but it's still pretty cool to have that key there as to the different things, the different symbols in the game. Well, my voice is quite hoarse, but I saw that and I thought, even though it's 25 past 10, I thought, man, I bet there's people dying for this information. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to pop it up real quick so that everybody knows it's up there. So I would assume that this will be available in other languages shortly. I know there's still a little bit of work being done on some of them, but the English one is really progressing really, really well. So as I said, I'm 75% through the proofread, and I'm not the only one doing it. So it's a collaborative effort. But obviously, I'm only doing it in my spare time. So I'm doing it. I'm trying to make it a priority because I'm going to go on holidays a bit later in the year, and I'd like the English version to be as complete as possible. And then basically it gets passed over to Game Zone, obviously to finish that up from there. But now that PDF is available, you can go to the website Tseuquest.com, click on the Spanish link, and let it translate, and then you'll be able to scroll down and find the English version of the rules. So I hope that's great news for everyone. It is for me, and I only just found it because I thought, I'll just go and quickly see what the update is. Anyway, that's it. I'll talk to you soon when I have more news. Bye.